Picture this. You've had a long day at work, and you come home to find your partner has used the last of the milk. It seems like a small thing, but it sparks a disagreement. You're tired, maybe a bit grumpy, and suddenly you find yourself in the middle of a full-blown argument. A tiny issue about milk has snowballed into a mountain of grievances. The emotions are running high and words are flying. It's easy in these moments to lose sight of what the argument is really about. Misunderstandings like these, when left unchecked, can escalate into bigger problems, causing an unnecessary strain on your relationship. These disagreements, while common, can be handled in a way that fosters understanding and growth. Instead of escalating into a shouting match, it could be an opportunity to listen, understand, and ultimately, to grow closer. Sounds familiar? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to learn 7 tips to handle such relationship conflicts like a pro. First up, express your concerns directly. It's crucial to understand that openness and honesty are the bedrock of any fruitful relationship. When you're facing issues or misunderstandings, don't let them fester in silence. Speak up. But remember, the key is to do it in a caring and honest way, not in a blame game. For instance, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try to use non-blaming language like, "I feel that I'm not being heard when I talk about my day." This focuses on your feelings rather than accusing your partner. Next, don't just point out the problem, be clear about what you want to change. Saying, "I would appreciate if we could spend some time discussing our days," is way better than saying, "You never pay attention to me." This approach helps in creating a safe space for both partners to express their feelings and concerns without feeling attacked or criticized. Remember, it's not about blaming, but about understanding each other's needs and wants. Next, stick to one argument at a time. It's as essential as it sounds. Picture this. You're in a heated discussion about who should do the dishes. Suddenly, the argument shifts to that one time 3 years ago, when one of you forgot a birthday. Sound familiar? Well, it's a common pitfall many of us tumble into. But here's the twist. It's not about the dishes or the forgotten birthday. It's about the feeling of being unheard or underappreciated. When we bring up past issues, we're not just opening old wounds, but we're also muddying the waters of the current disagreement. It's like trying to listen to a radio station while 2 more are playing in the background. The result? A cacophony of confusion and unresolved issues. So next time you find yourself in an argument, remember, one issue at a time. It's not about winning or losing, it's about understanding and resolving. Focusing on one issue at a time allows for clear communication and a fair resolution. Tip number 3, practice healthy communication. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it, and also how well you listen. Active listening is a fundamental part of healthy communication. It's about truly hearing and understanding your partner's viewpoint, not just waiting for your turn to speak. Now imagine a couple. One says, "You never help with the chores." This statement, full of blame, can easily escalate into an argument. But what if it was expressed differently? "I feel overwhelmed when I have to do all the chores alone." This "I" statement focuses on feelings and experiences, not blame. It opens the door to empathy and understanding. It invites solutions. Remember, it's not about winning an argument. It's about understanding each other and finding common ground. Healthy communication is the key to understanding and resolving conflicts. Moving on to tip number 4, remain open-minded. This is a crucial aspect of handling conflict like a pro. When disagreements arise, it's easy to get wrapped up in your perspective. But remember, your partner has a viewpoint too. Being open-minded means stepping out of your shoes and into theirs. It's about seeing the situation from their perspective, understanding their feelings, and acknowledging their thoughts. Let's consider a simple example. Suppose you're upset because your partner forgot to do something you asked them to. Instead of jumping to the conclusion that they don't care about your needs, try to understand their side. Maybe they were overwhelmed with work or simply forgot. By remaining open-minded, you're paving the path for a peaceful resolution, and more importantly, fostering a deeper understanding of your partner's viewpoint. This isn't always easy, but it's a skill that can be honed with practice and patience. So the next time a conflict arises, pause, take a deep breath, and try to see the situation from your partner's perspective. Remember, there are always 2 sides to every story. Tip number 5, let go of small things. Think of your relationship as a garden. You wouldn't want to uproot a beautiful flower over a few pesky weeds, would you? Similarly, in the garden of your relationship, it's crucial to choose your battles wisely. Minor issues may sprout up here and there, but it's essential to remember that not all of them require a full-blown confrontation. For instance, If your partner forgets to take out the trash one day, it's probably not worth an argument. Instead, a gentle reminder can do the trick. Remember, the goal is to nurture your relationship, not to win every argument. So next time you find yourself getting worked up over a minor issue, take a step back. Ask yourself, is this really worth an argument? More often than not, you'll find it's better to let go. Not every issue is worth a battle. Choose wisely. Tip number 6, reframe negative assumptions. Now we all have a tendency to make assumptions, don't we? Especially when we're in a heated argument. We jump to conclusions, often negative ones, about our partner's intentions or actions. But these assumptions, these hasty judgments, they can lead to unnecessary conflicts. Picture this, your partner forgets to do something you asked, and you immediately think, they don't care about me or my needs. But what if you reframed that assumption? What if you thought, maybe they had a lot on their mind today? Suddenly the situation doesn't seem so dire, does it? Reframing negative assumptions doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means giving your partner the benefit of the doubt and approaching conflicts from a place of understanding rather than accusation. It's about changing the lens through which you view your partner's actions, shifting from negativity to positivity. Remember, the way we interpret actions and words greatly influences our reactions. Positive thinking can change the course of a disagreement. Last but not least, tip number 7, seek counseling. When the waves of conflict seem too high to surf, a professional counselor can serve as a lifeguard, guiding you safely back to shore. Let's imagine a couple, we'll call them Alex and Jordan. They've tried everything in their power to resolve their issues but seem to be spinning their wheels. They finally decide to seek professional counseling. The counselor, with their objective perspective and expert training, helps them navigate their issues, offering tools and strategies they hadn't considered. Alex and Jordan start to understand each other better and find ways to resolve their conflicts constructively. It's like having a relationship GPS when you've lost your way. It's important to remember that seeking help isn't a sign of failure but a courageous step towards a healthier and happier relationship. Sometimes an outside perspective can make all the difference. Those were the 7 tips to handle relationship conflict like a pro. Let's quickly run through them again. First, express your concerns directly. And remember to do so in a caring and honest manner. Second, make sure you stick to one argument at a time to avoid muddling the issue. Third, practice healthy communication using I statements and active listening. Fourth, strive to remain open-minded, allowing for peaceful resolutions and understanding. Fifth, learn to let go of small things and focus on what truly matters. Sixth, reframe negative assumptions into positive ones to change the dynamics of your relationship. And finally, don't hesitate to seek counseling if you feel it's needed. Now it's your turn to apply these tips and share your experiences in the comments. Look forward to the next video on the screen, and remember, every conflict is an opportunity for growth.